We are headed to downtown Austin to Onnit HQ. So if you guys don't know what Onnit is like the supplement brand for UFC and a lot of big name CrossFitters. So we're actually going to be having a sit down meeting with the CEO and founder, Aubrey Marcus. Has a really popular podcast, and if you guys didn't know, Joe Rogan is co-founders of, he's a partner in Onnit. So if that tells you anything. And we're sitting down and having a meeting with, just to sit down, just to chat and be friends with the owner and the CEO. So maybe Joe Rogan will come calling here soon.
I'ma be just who I want, and I won't do it for the stunt. I'ma do it for the love, the change from who I really was. I'm sorry. So tell my friends and all my family I'm getting started. And you don't gotta give it up, just keep it going. So hater, little Donnie, ain't you a star? Hey, I keep telling people sorry, cause lately I've been telling them all about my problems, but I've been feeling like I don't got that many options. I know way too many people who tell me don't stop this, who tell me don't stop. I keep telling people sorry, cause lately I've been telling them all about my problems, but I've been feeling like I don't got that many options. I know way too many people who tell me don't stop this, who tell me don't stop.
Oh, it's not even open.
Cafe?
We're looking for 302. 301. How are you?
Great, how are y'all?
It's 302's over one. I have a meeting with Aubrey.
If there's a buzzer to your right, buzz that and then they'll let you in.
Okay, awesome, thank you. 302, there's a buzzer to the right.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing super well. Who do I have a meeting with Aubrey.
That beeping sounds like gonna give me a
It's growing by the day.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's like 250 people a day or something.
That's insane. It's like a tech hub here now too.
Yeah,
like
definitely. That's the way to go here now.
Yeah.
All the jobs are tech jobs.
Yeah.
You want a water bottle or anything?
Oh, that'd be awesome. Thank you so much.
Oh. You can pop in, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'll go grab that water.
Okay, awesome. How are you, Aubrey?
Good. How you
Zach,
doing, man?
nice to meet you. This is my videographer.
Nice to meet you.
What's going on? How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Zach, nice to meet you, Kyle.
Enrico, nice to meet you.
Certainly, seems like you really came up fast and started killing it. So
yeah, it's cool. Just running with what you know is working at the time. Like you guys know, just like if something's working, just like momentum is a powerful freaking thing. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And then yeah, just hammering home on that, and then not being afraid to, not becoming religious with what you do, and understanding that things are going to change, that things are going to move quickly, but constantly having that grip on how things are moving and being able to make that change as fast as possible, and this kind of little detour and just run with that as well.
So what was the digital product that you ended up offering?
So we have our membership site, which is one of them, but then we just launched our second big recipe book. We had one, and then we had another one that just launched like about a month ago, but we just did a big
digital recipe book.
So
what's the format of that?
It is just broken up by the day. So for example, there's breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert, sauces, snacks, things like that. So and it's huge. It's 675 pages. So over 270 recipes, and every single day, like never having a moment where it was just like research and development, boom, boom, boom. For this moment to where now I've created enough. Now I can just repurpose that content, and I can just continue to hammer on that. I've created the car. Now I can just drive it. I can drive it, and then
what's the format of the recipe book that you ended up delivering?
What do you use? So what do you mean?
Like PDF?
Yeah, it's PDF.
It's
PDF. So, but we're currently working on
like one recipe per page, or did you style it in like a?
It's one recipe per page. It's picture, macros, all that kind of stuff, and then with like a brief description of what it is. It's cool because we took because every single recipe was actually an Instagram post. And so we had my developer take like little captions that I took from my Instagram post and actually put them underneath each
like
picture.
things that the people
Yeah, like this cool stuff like that. And then underneath is ingredients, directions, all that kind of stuff.
Cool.
So,
Cool.
Yeah.
And then as far as like building your account, like what did you find was the key to, you know, getting this many followers?
it was just constantly finding a void. Honest to God, we've never done an advertisement. We've never done any advertising. We've yet to do a Facebook ad, Instagram ad, nothing. We've never paid anybody to shout us out, nothing. It was just focusing on content over everything.
Yeah.
It was just like, be unique. Is this unique? Yes. Okay, let's do it. Is it a hell yes or it's a no?
Yeah.
And we realized like that, I mean, it put a lot of pressure on me, like constantly having to really, but you guys are all thinkers, like you understand, like you have to give your, like too much. Yeah. And then I just constantly had to I was constantly looking at, okay, what are the foods or the things that would make somebody either fall off track? Like I would look at all these cheat meal pages. I would look at them all the time. I'd be like, I wonder if I can recreate that. Bang. I'm like, I look at it, I'm like, wow, that picture's got 100,000 likes on it. I wonder if I recreate this in a way that would fit, it would crush. And then what happens, and if I can make it look the same, like as in visually, but with 1/4 of the calories, then I'm golden. And so I would set off on that and try and figure out the best way possible, not sacrifice taste, and that's how it's grown. So then I got to a certain point where social proof was already crushing because people were recreating it, and I was going deeper rather than wider. So like I'm fascinated by Kevin Kelly's article, 1,000 True Fans. So like when I started this, that was my goal. I understand that like it doesn't take that many people. You just need the people to absolutely love what you're doing and want to continue to support that. And that was the model I took. So I wanted to always have my hand on what's going on. Build a team around me that allows me to still be engaged, to where like my job description is this phone. So like literally I answer every comment unless I'm busy. So like Rico will hop in there if I'm busy, like, and answer comments right away on every post just to make sure we're staying in touch. He knows my language. He knows how I respond to things. I answer every single DM I get, every single one. When somebody reposts a recreation or anything like that on their page, I screenshot it, I put it on my story, and they're like, oh my gosh, like, this is so cool. And it's just that repeat process all the time. And then I get real feedback in real time. And then they feel like, oh my gosh, like nobody else has done this.
Yeah.
And so then it becomes this loyalty, and then it becomes exponential because those people have maybe 100 or 200 followers, but they see them having it, and then that multiplied over time just grows over time. So it's not scalable in the sense, but I mean, it's done the job because you can't really scale that, but in the long run, it'll just add up, and the awareness is there. And then you're that brand of trust where you do that once for somebody. And so we did that, and then for the past 6 to 7 months, we've been traveling around the country and cooking for other people who have big influence, like have big followings. And that's been huge for us because we're introduced to now new markets, and then we show them, and they are known as people that don't push product ever. They don't really BS people, and then we do that for them, and they're like, holy shit, like what? Like I was skeptical. Like that was the #1 thing when we go in there. They always say, like, come on, like I would never expect it to taste as good as the picture. So then we go in there, they try it, and it's all on camera, all on video, and we both share with our platforms, and boom, that's a fast way to grow. Instagram's a son of a gun with organic reach now and things like that. It's just, you can grow really quickly with collaboration. And so those have been the two things, and just being able to have that portfolio ready for whenever a new follower comes, they're like, we know they're on our page when they're scrolling for about 10 minutes, just looking. And that's what it is. It's like one post might not hit, but maybe somebody's scrolling and they're like 10 minutes down and they see it and it catches their eye. It's like, I'm not worried about that. I'm just building a portfolio, a menu. That's really what my Instagram is. And now it's becoming a lot bigger than that and kind of scaling that and working. And I don't know, it's just
cool, man. Well, I appreciate you sharing your story.
Absolutely, I appreciate you guys having us.
Yeah, man. So what do you think as far as, you know, is there anything that you had in mind with Onnit? I mean, I think obviously we have different nutritional approaches.
Absolutely.
And that's all welcome and that's all good. But you know, obviously we're both trying to do something similar with our intent, and I think that's to, you know, help people enjoy their life and do it in a way that's not going to fuck themselves up grossly.
Absolutely.
You know, so, but yeah, well, what did you have in mind as far as?
I mean, obviously, I've realized in life, like, you are the people you surround yourself with, and I believe that we are on the absolute same mission. I believe that so many things are based on you give somebody an option, are they ready to take it at that time? Does it fit with their lifestyle? Is it gonna make them feel like there's such a huge opportunity cost and associated with it? So if I say, hey, you need to do this approach, well, maybe a little bit different of an approach. Like I believe we're two different people, or we're attracting two different types of people. And our approach might fit with one, but not the other. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think we're both on the same mission, and it all rhymes. It all rhymes. And like, I'm just we live in Austin. We just moved here 2.5 months ago.
From where?
Florida. So I was just north of Jacksonville. I was on the East Coast.
Tallahassee?
No, I tell you, Tallahassee.
She was from Tallahassee.
Okay. Did you go to FSU or?
I went to.
This is a real thing. This is a real thing. But no, it's I'm just trying to. I want to constantly just building relationships. Like, maybe we have an answer today. Maybe we have an answer 2 weeks from now. Maybe 3 months from now. I don't know. Like, we're not going anywhere. We love this. We love it here so far. We've been traveling so much since we got here, but I've had like a 2-week period when we've been able to like just. It's so like it's like the vibes here are just so peaceful, and like it's a you can tell it's a creatives town. Like 100%, like, and especially where I live in the Domain, it's just like so, I'm at peace. Like, I feel super creative, and like, and I'm going to Sumo right after this to go just work from there. And it's just like, I just want to always be thinking about, okay, maybe 5 years from now, what happens? Like, I just want us to meet initially and say, just know, like, and trust each other. Like, that's really it. There's no MO. There's no, like, I don't know the exact answer right now, but I just know that the way our minds work, something's just gonna be like, oh shit, like, that's it. Cool. And then
have you seen HQ?
No, I haven't. I haven't.
Yeah. All right. Well, we should do that.
How long have you guys been in this exact spot?
About 4 years.
Yeah.
You should cook Jenna some food. Jenna would love
I would love that.
She loves snacks. Can you bring up your Instagram?
Yeah.
I eat snacks obviously. I have food in my hand. It's like, I never go without it.
It's funny, we're like doing a push right now for Black Friday. That's my Instagram account.
This is heaven. We had donuts this morning. It was, oh my god, are you kidding me? This is not even real. Do you have a girlfriend? I think I might be in love with you.
Wow, nice. And so this is like literally somebody can become a member here, right?
Yeah, we have like 350 members, and then we have like 200 members in the martial arts side, which you're about to see here. Everything's focused on like small group training.
Yeah.
This is where we usually hold our classes, but right now it's a quiet time.
Yeah.
Mid-morning. They'll pick up again at lunch and then later in the afternoon.
Wow.
Martin, man, you guys got Martin.
bang when we talk.
There you go, Rico. You want to learn how to fight?
There you go.
So you guys' training usually, I mean, how does that usually, what do you guys, what's your focus right now? Just
Personally?
Yeah.
Personally, I mean, my focus is not on training.
Yeah, I hear you.
To train for.
Yeah.
My focus is on building this business.
Yeah.
So I just do what needs to be done.
That's
I mean,
kind of like,
if I had more time, I'd dedicate more.
yeah, but it's just
I
one
want
of,
to just keep my body healthy and joints healthy.
yeah. It's funny, like I get questions all the time now, like I'm making it like known to people, like I'm transitioning from somebody in the fitness space to more of an entrepreneur. Like, and like, why do I only train like 2 to 3 times a week now? It's like, well, because being an entrepreneur is what I want to focus on, and I just know I need to be available for my team at so many moments of the day, like in
There's a limited amount of.
yeah. This is freaking awesome. Do you guys have any big things on the horizon? Like, do you guys ever host any events and stuff here? Yeah.
We have a couple big jiu-jitsu tournaments coming up this weekend. We host a bunch of certifications.
Team and that one, and then MCT. Yeah, exactly. I was feeding all the sorority girls. I was like, do you want to grab for us?
That's funny. We're working on some stuff at UT right now.
Depending on where we put it. So we're looking at CrossFit Central, which is right off.
Sure. Okay. So okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah, I speak your language.
Yeah, so we definitely need to stay in touch because there's so much demand for keto recipes from me, and that's where I see there could be a huge overlap.
That's what he wants to focus on too. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. There's this huge overlap, and I personally am not. I mean, I enjoy fats. I'm just not somebody who's like keto's a lifestyle.
Yeah,
it's a lifestyle, and so yeah. No, you guys have a good. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
We'll definitely be in touch.
Yeah.
And feel free to grab a workout, hang out, get to know this place a little more, and we'll figure this out.
Absolutely. Oh yeah. I appreciate it. Thank you guys. I appreciate it seriously.
And I kind of tried to.
Like I'm giving a keynote. I'm at the LA Fit Expo in January. I'm giving a keynote there. And then I'm also giving a keynote at Wadapalooza in Miami.
Oh, that's really fun.
Yeah, so I'm giving the keynote there, but my talk is on the idea of like what flexible dieting is and what it is not. And flexible dieting is not if it fits your macros. It's like, yes, we use a macro approach, but it's understanding the short-term and long-term effects of your decisions. So if you are just trying to fit in crap all day that has no nutritional value, then you're gonna be, maybe the short term you're good. Long term, you're sacrificing your. That makes sense.
So are you like when I saw your Instagram briefly, and like you definitely play up the like eat Oreos.
Yeah, well,
like
eat one.
Whatever.
That's the big eat one. So like most of my recipes, you'll see one Oreo.
Yeah.
And so my biggest thing is one Oreo is not going to kill anybody.
Right.
It's not going to kill anybody. I believe the 100% like everything organic, that whole mindset. I disagree with people that go 100% rather than 80 to 90%.
Yeah.
Because I believe the extra stress trying to go 100% is much worse than, it's not sustainable. And then I believe stress is like the #1 thing that people need to, there's good stress, but then there's like
OCD.
OCD stress is not good. That's going to take, and so that's my thing is like if I believe the most freeing thing in the world is being able to eat one Oreo and stop. And then there's an Oreo on the inside just as fun.
Yeah.
And then it fits right in perfectly. And people don't have to, because there's this binge thing that somebody opens the thing of Oreos, they want to eat them all.
How'd the meeting go?
Very well.
Thoughts on the whole HQ?
It's freaking awesome. Yeah, I think it's really awesome. It's cool to see how, in reality, in the grand scheme of things, people would think Onnit and FDL would never work together. And we're completely opposing beliefs. But in reality, us working together could change the game. And it's not being too religious with your approach and understanding what's the hierarchy of importance with nutrition, and then the small details, like what Onnit does, focusing on more of a keto approach, but they're gonna be moving. I mean, it's just like one of those things, like it's just meeting people where they're at, and I believe that we can both help each other win, and win so unbelievably well. So yeah, that was cool.